Alright, guys. It is Tuesday, April 26, 2022 at 8:44 p.m. Alright, let's start by looking at dailyverses.net verse of the day. It says, "Whoever believes in me, as scripture has said, rivers of living water will flow from within them." John 7:38. Alright, let's start with strange sounds. We have Elon Musk purchasing Twitter. And in some of his tweets, he's saying he will authenticate all real humans, which might mean digital identification. Who knows? Who knows what the future will bring with the new Elon Musk purchase of Twitter. Also, no new production of Stinger missiles until 2023, while the U.S. supplies are shrinking. So there will be no new production of Stinger missiles until 2023. Alright, next. Bang! Russian gas supplies to Poland halted. Russian gas supplies under the Yamal contract to Poland have been halted, according to PGNSA, a Polish company responsible for the trading of gas from Gazprom under a long-term contract that expires this year. PGIN received a letter from Gazprom announcing the complete suspension of supplies under the Yamal contract starting April 27, 2022, after the Polish company refused to pay for gas in rubles. So, Poland halting basically supplies of Russian gas. Currently, the transmission infrastructure managed its function smoothly. The national transmission system is supplied on an ongoing basis by means of other inputs to the gas system. Underground gas storage facilities are injected, and fuel is transmitted to customers in accordance with the current demand. Thanks to the implementation of the government's strategy of diversifying gas supplies sources, it is prepared to obtain gas from various directions, including through gas connections on the western and southern borders of the terminal, which successfully increases the number of LNG carriers served. So, the balance sheet is supplemented by domestic gas production and fuel reserves accumulated in underground gas storage facilities. Currently, the warehouse filling level is around 76% and is significantly higher than in the corresponding period in previous years. So, food shortages and gas spikes possible ahead for Poland. Alright, next. We got Zero Hedge. We have Twitter goes on internal lockdown to prevent woke employees taking revenge for Elon Musk's takeover. So apparently the Twitter company itself had to do an internal lockdown to prevent some employees of Twitter from taking revenge for Elon Musk taking over. So the blocks were put on Twitter itself, on the coding, and that was secured so they wouldn't edit any of the Twitter code. Alright, next, Jeff Bezos suggests Elon Musk gives China leverage over Twitter and gets wrecked in replies. Chinese sellers make up 40% of the top brands on Amazon and 75% of the new sellers. So Jeff Bezos shouldn't be talking about how China is affecting Twitter. Next, U.S. natural gas rebounds on worrisome inventory forecast. Let's take a look at this. It says, U.S. natural gas rebounds on worrisome inventory forecast. Fears of tightening supplies are biting up natural gas prices on Tuesday morning. This comes after prices tumbled into a bear market last week after tagging 13-year highs. Last Monday, natural gas futures hit $8 for the first time since 2008, a confluence of factors including shrinking inventory, strong export demand to Europe, and colder temperatures. Then Smarta Darther, natural gas researcher of Goldman Sachs, said that prices likely overshot, which sent prices spiraling into a bear market, bottoming out at $6.36, which has since rebounded. The morning prices are up 3.5%, trading around $6.85 on renewed supply fears. So natural gas for the United States slowly rebounding. It says supply fears emerge as the U.S. boosts exports to Europe to mitigate a natural gas crisis and reduce the continent's reliance on Russian energy. However, this has been problematic for U.S. domestic supplies as weekly storage refills are below a 5-year average. So it's worrisome for the gas suppliers here for natural gas in the United States. I'll leave you guys a link to that article so you guys can check that out. Alright, a lone bank doubles down on its doomsday call, says recession will be worse than expected. So I'm just going to read the headline because it's saying that you have to log in to read the rest of the article. But it says a lone bank doubles down on its doomsday call, saying that the recession will be worse than expected. That is pretty worrisome. Alright, who knows how it's going to go with the possible recession in the future. But I've been hearing that it might not be good, especially with all the food issues that are being forecasted. Alright, next on my channel on the community tab, as you see here under community, if you go to my YouTube channel and you go under community, you will see posts and articles that I make and share news with you guys so you guys can check out. It says here, charging $300 to implant chips. Microchips could be used for contactless payments. Let's take a look at the article. It says hand-implanted microchip could be used for contactless payments. A tech company is rolling out microchips that can be implanted in people's hands with the goal of making contactless payments easier. London-based said the chip will work for a Purist app, a digital wallet. After downloading the app, users will go to a specialist to have a chip installed in their hands that could act in conjunction with the app and businesses that use the app. Once users are completely set up with a microchip in their hand and the app, they can make payments using the funds in their accounts. The company said the implant's process is safe. The skin incision for the implant is very small and usually 7 millimeters long, and the procedure takes about 4 minutes. The implant itself costs $299, or basically $300, according to the company's website. The implant can be used to pay for a drink at the beach in Rio, a coffee in New York, a haircut in Paris, or a local grocery store. Founder and chief executive Wojtek Papora told the BBC it can be used whether contactless payments are accepted, wherever contactless payments are accepted. Contactless or tap-to-pay payment systems have long been popular outside of the U.S. as a default way of paying for foods and goods and services, but tap-to-pay has grown in popularity in the U.S. in recent years, particularly during the pandemic when customers and merchants wanted to avoid as much physical interaction with cash and cards as possible. Apple said it is expanding its iPhone capabilities to accept contactless payments, making it easier for merchants to conduct tap-to-pay transactions without having to buy additional hardware. Google and Samsung have unveiled Android devices that would allow merchants to use those devices at contactless payments terminals as well, but these announcements have been largely aimed at outside the US, while contactless payments habits have been already well established. So this is pretty spooky to me, guys. This just reminds me of Mark of the Beast. You pretty much have something in your right hand inserted, and then you can buy and purchase with it. So that's pretty spooky. I'm gonna leave you guys the link to this article so you guys can check that out as well. Let's take a look at the next article I posted on my community tab. It says FBI warning of cyber attacks. The FBI warns U.S. critical infrastructure subject to reconnaissance for cyber attacks. On March 21st, 2022, President Biden warned U.S. companies, particularly those operating in critical infrastructure sectors, based upon evolving intelligence that Russia may be planning a cyber attack against the U.S., as well as the FBI warning farmers on ransomware attacks that could impact consumers at grocery stores. So we have to be looking at the possibility of hackers attacking ransomware that could impact consumers at grocery stores in the future. So that's something to keep an eye out for. You never know what could happen. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news. I'll leave you guys the links to all those articles, and see you guys next time. God bless.